So what happened last night? Anybody do anything interesting? Okay. The 2024 presidential race ended yesterday. And this is what the country and the world woke up to this morning. Take a look.
This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. America's future will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than it has ever been before. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
So, how you feel?
Hey guys, my name is Modi, and you're welcome back to Modi Speaks. So, Donald Trump is the president of the United States, the 47th president of the United States of America. He is the only president of the United States who left office, had another president serve a full tenure, then was re-elected into office. But we must give credit where credit is due, okay? We must say a big thank you to the #1 TV show that made it possible for Donald Trump to be re-elected as president. We must say a big thank you to The View. Yeah, don't be shocked, okay? You know what they say? No PR is bad PR. It is true that these women on The View did everything in their power to portray Donald Trump as the enemy, but their plans backfired and still Trump won the election. So today, we're going to be looking at The View and getting their perspective on what they think now that Donald Trump has won the election.
So, how you feel?
I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
My takeaway is that the system works. We live in a democracy. People spoke. This is what people wanted. I vehemently disagree with the decision that Americans made, but I feel very, very hopeful that we have a democratic system in this country. We should value it. We should love it. We should protest if the situation arises that we need to protest, which I'm sure it will. And I've been through this before with Nixon. It's been very difficult. But boy, oh boy, do we have a country if we can keep it.
Yeah. Well, echoing the sentiments, Joy, one of the first thing I wanted to say for anyone that needs an example of when the person you voted for does not win, you do not say the system must be broken or that it was rigged. You say it is what it is, and you show up anyway. And I want to commend all those people that voted, because you sometimes hear people say, well, it didn't matter. No, it did matter. That was still your currency. That was still your power. And people turned out. Now, if you didn't vote, you really don't have a say in the conversation, so you can go ahead and sit down. But for the rest of you, and then a lot of what I think about is what I always tell my kids when things go on. You feel what you feel. Everyone has different emotions. Some people got what they wanted. A lot of people didn't. And you feel anything that comes up, and then you turn around and you say, let's look at the tapes. Let's see what we did. Let's see how we continue to fight for the people that we care about. And you take one step in front of the other. And so here we are today, and I still feel that optimistic because I feel arm in arm with so many people who agree with me. And I'm not going to stop marching. So
I like this pep talk, Coach Haynes. Listen, is it the outcome I wanted? No, but we live in a democracy. I have my vote. Millions of people cast their votes did. And what's important to me is this. Tens of millions of Americans, our friends, our neighbors, our family members, voted for Donald Trump. We disagree with him. I know we all do at this table, but they are good, decent people who are patriots and love this country. And I can't speak to what drove them to the conclusion of being with him.
Well, hold it right there, ma'am, okay? Just hold it. Haven't you considered that maybe what drove these patriotic and intelligent people to vote for Donald Trump was because they are fed up with the current state of the country? They are fed up with hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants just pushing through the open borders and surging into the country. Maybe they are also fed up with inflation and just wants to be able to afford their groceries, okay? Maybe they needed a candidate that knew what he was doing, that can actually take questions from reporters and give authentic answers without having to read from a teleprompter. Maybe they just wanted to vote the candidate that would help make America great again. And I'm just saying anyway.
But I think it is a moment for us to listen to each other, to hear each other, express what our concerns are. I've spent the last 4 years doing that, and also listen to people who are with him, because this is a country that there is truly more that unites us than divides us. I know it doesn't feel like that for many people in this moment, but we need to bring down the temperature, the name calling, the demonizing, let the other side, if they want to do that, they can do it. But I think it is a moment to listen to the voters. And this, I have to say, I've always thought he could win. I thought in the final stretch she might eke it out. I didn't expect it to be this resounding, and I think there are some lessons from it.
What is she talking about? I mean, what does she mean by that? She knew he could win, but she didn't know the winning would be so resounding. Well, if this is a compliment, then I accept it. Thank you.
I think we forget about rural America. I think the working class feels left behind. They feel like the powerful, the elite only care about them and their power. And he spoke to them. We may not have liked his words, but they turned out for him. I mean, the map was, it was beyond Reagan what we saw last night. And I think we need to start listening more about the concerns of everyday Americans who feel like this system is failing
When Reagan
them.
won, I remember the whole map was red.
Yeah.
It was pretty red last night.
I don't know. I'm profoundly disturbed. I think if you look at the New York Times this morning, the headline was America makes a perilous choice. I think that in 2016, we didn't know what we would get from a Trump administration, but we know now. And we know now that he will have almost unfettered power. And so I worry not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have. And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And now I have less civil rights than I had when he told me that.
Well, hold on. What is she talking about? She's worried about her mother, who is a retired teacher. Why? Did Donald Trump say something about destroying old school teachers? And she's worried about the working class. Again, why? What tragedy is gonna befall them? And her daughter, whom she said will have less rights in America than her. How? Last time I checked, her daughter don't have enough rights right now, okay? She doesn't even have right to female-only bathrooms. Her daughter doesn't even have the right to female-only sporting activities. Yet, the only candidate that is going to restore her daughter's dignity and safety and rights is whom she is trying to demonize. That is the person she's trying to paint as the devil, okay?
So again, I'm profoundly disturbed that the 14th Amendment of the Constitution did not prevent someone who participated in an insurrection from becoming president of the United States. I think that going forward, the convicted felon box on employment applications better be taken off, because if you can be the president of the United States, then you should not be prevented from employment in this country. Because I remember applying for my jobs as a federal prosecutor, and there was a box for convicted felons.
Well-
and so that box better be taken off. And I think our healthcare system is now at risk. I think
No fluoride for anyone.
Yeah, economists have made clear that he's going to increase the debt by $7.75 trillion. I'm worried about mass deportation and internment camps, and I'm also worried about Elon Musk warning Americans to prepare for temporary hardship. I'm surprised at the result, but I'm not surprised. As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country.
Oh boy, rewind.
As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country.
Oh my world. Now you guys see what I'm talking about. When have the View ever referred to Kamala Harris as a mixed race woman? When? We always hear them call her a black woman, even though she's the first black woman with no black family members. They always called her a black woman. I mean, that was the whole backbone of her campaign. She ran for office on the basis of abortion and identity politics. Let's not forget that, okay? But now that the election is over, they are now referring to her as a mixed race woman. You guys better learn from this moment.
And I think that it had nothing to do with policy. I think this was a referendum of cultural resentment in this country.
Well, I think it,
I think it has to do with a lot of things, that being one of them. I'm obviously very disappointed. I'm very sad. I was at the Kamala Harris headquarters yesterday in Washington, and it was a very sad scene. The mood turned immediately.
Yeah, I understand you. I understand the pain. Of course, you should be sad because not only did your candidate not win the election, but she decided to abandon her supporters, including her union members, without so much as an explanation or a thank you for the support. So I understand your sadness.
You look, we said to people, vote. We didn't tell people who to vote for.
Right.
We just
Well, I
said
did.
go out. Well, yes, but I did not.
Yeah, I did.
Because I wanted to make sure people exercise that right. Too many people that I know died trying to vote.
Yeah, right.
Okay? So we start with that. And think about this. She did this in 2 months.
Yeah.
She did this in 2 months.
She left it all on the
You
field.
know,
Yes, she
look,
did.
she, you know, everybody
campaign.
can always say, oh, she should have done this, she should have done this, She did what she did. She was everywhere. She talked to everybody, and people didn't come out. I don't know why, and it doesn't even matter. He's now the president. I'm still not going to say his name.
Ma'am, you don't have to say his name, okay? In fact, I would prefer you never call him Donald Trump again. What you can do is address him properly, and that is by calling him Mr. President, sir, because now he is your president. Mr. President, sir. That's all I want to hear from you. Call him that. Now, there you have it. The View hosts are having a meltdown because Donald Trump won the election. Well, honestly, I do not care at all, okay? I am totally unburdened by what has been. And what has been has unburdened me. At the end of the day, all these women woke up billionaires, okay? They woke up this morning as billionaires so they can go and cry me a river. I do not care. Anyway, congratulations to Donald Trump. Guys, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions, but feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like and share this video to keep people informed, and again, consider joining my membership if you like, as a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.